Hello, Dreamliner. Been a bit. Like how it says back. It's either that or your username is written like a user injury report in a professional sports league. Dreamliner out. Back injury. I just realized I might have a setting off that I didn't mean to turn off. Oh. Which triplet did we get today? What? I don't know what you mean. Oh. All right, chat. Last stream was pretty bad in terms of our win-loss. So we're going to have to regain a lot today. I warmed up for literally like 25 minutes today, so we better be coming in hot on this. He says he completely misreads that first read. Nice. All right. Let me check my mic. I might have bricked up and turned something on. Yeah, I did. Okay. When I do voiceover work, I do this. I have this setting that is like an AI acoustic that basically takes out reverb, and so it makes your voice sound better. Problem is it adds like a ridiculous compressor to everything. So when you talk sometimes into some of your recordings, or if you yell too loud, your voice gets like shifted down in volume like an insane amount. And so when you're streaming, it's not really fun because you'll yell and suddenly it'll be like, ah! It's very strange. You basically get swallowed, and not in the hot way. What? Turn? Not like that. All right, I kind of thought he would get this very basic backup. Okay, chat. Like I said, we're gonna have to basically carry every single one of these games. And by basic carry, I mean honestly, just wait for our moments and just play defense. I think that is the goal. Particularly as a moment like that, I was like, I can go for that. My teammate's there. I don't want to double commit, and then he doesn't go, and then we're like, well, back to square one, I guess. Also, I gotta be careful with any play like that where I think it's gonna be a pretty straightforward clear and then it turns out not to be. Yeah, I get the feelings as a doctor. Oh, there you go. Gotta be fast. I mean, it's less about being fast and more about predicting the gaps. Nice pass. Like knowing what plays my teammates will hesitate on and knowing that I have to step in immediately. That's the hardest part about playing. I dropped very low. I'm literally like 1610. I've dropped like 100 MMR since in the last 2 streams. Because we've been trying to stream when we're tired, and sometimes that works and other times it really doesn't. And we were on the very much doesn't happen mode the other day. I was meant to go a little bit further forward. All right, reset. Oh! That was not gonna have enough power anyway, so it doesn't matter. Just grabbing pads, stay in center. Yeah, don't worry, teammate. I got you. Perfect touch, teammate. Yeah, I've had very busy days of work past couple days, so I think we're getting into the meat and potatoes of my job, which is both fun and kind of spooky. Hey, Niles. What's up with you? Pass! Oh. Okay, keep it high and dangerous. That works. This game is, as always, is throwable, so we just gotta not dive in on too much. We can win that. Catch. I want to take that off ceiling. Knock past him, and then rotate out. Oh, teammate went for that. I need to get back. We're fine. Teammate should have that. I'm just gonna go for that because he didn't. Bounce shot. Nice. One of you followed up. One of you, one of you, one of you, one of you, one of you. Oh, that's Not ideal, but they're not gonna score that. We're fine. I'm just chilling goal, just waiting for the next rebound. That's a really good shot. Holy, I did not think you would actually hit that well. I'd enjoy it yesterday. That's fine. I didn't stream yesterday. Wait, no, I didn't. Matt's more, you keep him pale, we'll keep him stale. Wait, what? I don't want my dead loved ones to be stale. Oh no. No, the other team has discovered bumps. Not a kickoff goal. Not gonna lie, I did not even hear that guy. Crossbar, dang. Dude, where the frick are my boosts? Both the corner and the sideline was gone there. Unfortunately, my teammate's demoed, so he's not gonna be able to get that. Oh man, this guy's such a skank, dude. Demo, the only guy. Dude, people are so obsessed with getting like redirects and nonsense. Like, buddy, if you just went for the demo, that would be a goal. That's what I was hoping for. Well, Ranky, we're typically GC3 SSL, but right now we were playing on like 3 hours of sleep the other streams, so we D-ranked quite a bit. So we are. I'm gonna call this accidental smurfing. We're actually incredibly low, chat. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, we're like GC2 right now. Warm-up game doesn't count. That was not even a warm-up game. That was just us. That second goal was really rough. That's like a classic moment of ranked where like pretty much everyone's playing bad, and then the one time I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna trust that they don't hit this well, and then he freaking clangs it top shelf back post. I'm like, oh, well, didn't expect I got a peek. My bad. Trying to cover for you? I don't need cover. I don't need excuses. I'm just gonna have to deal with the fact that at this rank, especially from solo game, I'm basically gonna have to be the backbone of every game. It's the delicate balance of knowing what to trust your teammates with and knowing what they can't actually be trusted with. NFL Hall of Game is on right now. A friend told me the first Lions play was a butt fumble. And that's what the preseason's all about. Giving the rookies and backups a chance to shine and then seeing them immediately screw it over. Do I get a reward for joining first a lot? See, the thing is, you would have gotten 50 bucks, but because you asked about it, assuming that you should get a reward, it means you're a bad person. And ethically, I can't reward you for expecting reward for just being a good person. Guys, don't do things in the expectation of reward. That's what bad people do. That's really funny that both me and my teammate were about to demo that guy at the same time. I jumped before he got there, but okay. Sorry, my bad. You're right. It is your bad. All right, one touch flick. That works. Yeah, teammate would go on that. Okay, that's what I mean, like figuring out what teammates will inevitably dive in on when it comes to stuff with you. That's what you got to be careful. I thought he would dive past me, but he was actually so far away that he could just simply react. What the frick was that? Thank you for saving that. That was the slowest shot of all time. Oh, he's gonna dunk that. How are you getting away with that? Please, Venom, thank you. I was about to say, I'm like, buddy, we gotta score. Getting targeted, bro. All right, really overjumped that read because I thought he hit it heavier, but they all count the same, chat. Oh, it's like he overtouched it. Oh, never mind. Didn't think teammate would go for that. Yeah, that was... Okay, that's a miss. No, that's a goal. Nope, that's a miss. Yeah, so the reason I went for that is because teammate went and then bailed, and I'm like, oh, okay, he'll get back. And then he went again after bailing, and I was like, wait, and then because I paused, I couldn't get there in time. I'm just gonna shoot that on target. All right, Venom, all you gotta do is touch it. Perfect. I can air dribble that. I just need one more touch. Double? No. All right, Venom, all you gotta do is slow it down. I'm communicating with them psychically. That's why I'm talking to them. Ooh, Venom? Ooh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. No! I skimmed that and it was just wide. Grab some pads. I could have demoed that guy, my bad. Nice 50. I can read that. Right, I'm not gonna go for that, but Mace. Oh! I was not positioned super well for that. I'm gonna hit it past Butter because no one's anticipating that I get there. Demo? Oh, I got bumped. Get up. That's not the best air dribble, that's fine. You thought. Oof. Had to kind of blind side that one. It's okay, teammate. I like the patience. And then they don't expect me to blind. Do you might be interested in keeping it real today? Do you think you're interested in coming up with another catchphrase? As always, I'm always interested in keeping it real. I'm gonna have to get multiple quotes, compare different like pricing options, you know. All right. Trying to lob that up, keep the defense on their toes. Nice, just grabbing some pads. Perfect, well done. Not gonna go because they're gonna give it away. Nice. Tap once, we're gonna soft touch that, take down line. That works, I'm not gonna go, teammate will go. Venom. Perfect. And the aerial, perfect. And the one more, perfect, perfect, let's go! Teammate's reliable here, I like it. That's all I got, G? Damn, that's sad. You typed that through tears on the keyboard. It's all I have. Let's go, 1 for 1. YouTube, he keeps asking me to get the frickin', like, can you put your win-loss on the screen? I'm like, why? Do people actually, like, really relate to that? I'm trying to think of how that would help viewer engagement. I guess, honestly, I would just hate to be on one of those really bad days and I'm like 3 and 10 and people are like, Jesus, you suck. And I'm like, yeah, if only you didn't have to know that. Hopefully no rage quits ahead. There's simply no way of knowing. Rank has nothing to do with quality of matches, so. Unironically, I'm in favor of the WL on stream. All right, noted. Whoa, that was not a recovery. That was our demo. I don't know how I'm going the same pace as you're carrying me on your hood that I get demoed, but. Nice. So as you see, though, some streamers go overboard on it. I mean, yeah, I was tuned into like Cozy's stream, and he's just got like a win-loss. I don't know how he does it, if it's a text thing, a text stock that he updates or something. But then other people have like literally like a fifth of their screen is just this giant thing that says current rank, win-loss, current streak, and I'm just like, Jesus, like that's a huge freaking thing on your screen. Like most of the gameplay is basically like blocked by just watching the win-loss. I guess that kind of helps when you're like I think that would really help if you're like in an insanely high rank. But for me, I'm like, I don't really know how much utility I would get out of that. I don't think that's in, right? Oh, it doesn't matter because he's still there. Sad. Remember when I donated 1.5K? No, it's X-Phone. Yeah, I gotta warm up a bit more before twos. Forget this game mode is so much more like spazzy in the movement. Overjumped it. Ooh, try to take it out so I can double it on my own. He hit it up into me and I still didn't dunk it home. That's kind of sad, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna leave that boost for my teammate. I don't think that worked, actually. All right, nice. There's a box mod plugin. There is a Bacchus mod plugin, I forgot about that. I think I saw some streamers using that one. And that one's pretty small for the most part. I think it hard bakes into the interface too, so it's like in the Rocket League program itself. Which I'm not a huge fan of, but... And by hard bakes into the Rocket League, I mean like the actual game capture. Aha! Own goal, let's go. Hey, Faiz Wasim. I'm not really sure what Crimson was hoping to do there. He probably just could have flipped at it and it would have been fine. Sick boost grab. Dude, these guys are not bumpers. Certified non-bumpers, dude. Nice. How? Sorry for stealing from a teammate. I just figured that'd be a pretty easy tap in, and I guess I was capital W wrong. Oh, by the way. Nope. I was about to say, I'm like, I don't know if you have that arrow, and he did. For it to write to text file. Yeah, that might be a little bit better for like a Stream Elements plugin or something. For like a quick text edit or something. Or like an OBS or OBS text thing. But I also, yeah, I don't know. Ah! I hate the taste of onions, but I like the flavor of them. I don't think that sentence makes sense. I personally love what onions provide in terms of like the flavor profile when you cook with them, like saute some onions and then cook shit in that. But I don't like the experience of biting into an onion in a dish. You shot it low? Wait, also, where was my teammate on this? Oh, he had no boost. Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, I thought he recovered. I just didn't, I saw him like not dive at that first one. So I was like, all right. Love a crunchy onion? Nah, onions in a burger are also L. Hate that. Oh my god. Unfortunately, I'm his dad. Highly embarrassing to shit talk me, Crimson, and then have your teammate do that. Oh, he went for that, sad. No, dude, you frickin' threw, dude. Are you frickin' kidding me? That's crazy, teammate. Ugh, that's wild. Bro, I actually just stood still and watched that go over his head. Yeah, that's unacceptable. I can't lose to someone who just trash talked me and my teammate like that. Savage, thank you for 10.
Damn nice goal.
Thank you, Savage. Very kind of you. Hopefully you're having an excellent Thursday. Update, my ear infection was starting to enter the bones around the ear. Oh my god, that's terrifying. All right, we're up to 15, bang. How long did it take you to go from diamond to a solid champ? I mean, I was champ like in the original season, like 4 or 5. So like, I can't really tell you that. Like how long it took, to be honest. It's like literally like years ago. A pill that's 5% oxy. That's fun. I swear the surround sound, I just cannot hear people when they accelerate. Like on that last one, I was literally listening for someone near me and it didn't work. Try to bump that guy. For pain management, yeah, it's good. Ear infections are no joke for anyone who has never had one before. It is not a fun experience. I would not recommend it. Ooh. I can't at all due to a wick being placed. A John Wick? Bonk. Oh, I thought I had all 3 of them. Nice save. Honestly, I went to for the in and out thinking I had enough boost to get back down, and I did not. Imagine how they must hurt for dogs. Ear infections? I've never thought about that. I mean, I'd assume a similar pain. It's an infection of the ear. Oh, John, you did not accelerate through the rest of that. I'm gonna get my irritable solid in about a year. I don't think that's necessarily unrealistic, dude. You can get your irritable down in like less than a month if you just practice. I love how you're playing threes, but I can't see your car as the chat's in the way. Then hide the chat, Hamilton. It's either that or I put my camera on the bottom and then you guys can't see my face. So it's like, would you guys rather see more gameplay or would you rather see my actual reaction? Kind of defeats the purpose of that. Pass, bang, close one. And then pop that one down the line. Oh. You can hide the chat. Yep. For those who just want pure unadulterated content, the top right, if you go to the settings, there's a way to turn off the chat. Want to see how I fake that? Okay, I was like, I have to get above that, but also keep speed. And there it is. Sergeant Blaze, what up? Mouth pain got nothing on the ear. Dude, my right being next to head with pleasure. Oh yeah. I told you, I think I don't know if you were in stream for this or maybe you didn't hear me because you're deaf, but I had swimmer's ear growing up. That was, I think to this day, I cannot remember being in more pain than that. I'd say the only thing more annoying, in my opinion, was I used to use, there's a, antiperspirant I still use, just way less frequently. It's called Certain Dry. It's like a liquid with a roller that you can apply. And you're supposed to shower, dry off your armpits, and then you wait till it's completely dry, and then you apply it, and then basically just hold your arms up for a couple minutes and let it air dry. And then when you go to sleep, it like digs into your skin, and basically it doesn't just like reduce sweating, it literally closes your sweat glands like in your armpit. So if you're ever like going out some night or going to an event where you really don't want to sweat through your shirt or something, because I'm a sweaty guy, so that happens, I'm like, yeah, I want to, you know, put on Certain Dry. So it's great for that. Problem is, if you use it too often, which I didn't know, it says use it once every 3 days, and I used it once every like 3 or 4 days in college because it was great. I loved being able to wear like whatever I wanted and literally not sweating at all. But problem is, closing your sweat glands is bad because your body doesn't identify like, oh, it's okay, I'll just sweat somewhere else. It just doesn't sweat through your armpits, and then it might sweat somewhere else, like maybe your arms or forehead or something. But for the most part, it's just no sweating. Problem is, your body excretes waste through your sweat. So if you don't sweat, it kind of builds up. And if it builds up enough, if you use it enough times, then you'll get an infection. And I'm talking like itchy hives. When I say that is the worst experience medically I've ever gone through, I dead ass mean it. Because it's basically like the worst itch you've imagined. No aloe, no itch cream, nothing works. It is literally just sitting down with itch for 24 hours a day. Like imagine like those itches that are really annoying because like they're just like, it's like an itch on your nose you can't scratch during a meeting or something. It's like that, but all over your armpit. It's the worst. Could not sleep. I think I slept like 2 hours across like multiple days when that was flaring down. And the moment that got to its peak, I was like, yep, no more of that for me. Gonna take a year off. Certain Dry is the only thing that works for me. I mean, it's great in small doses. I would say the only other one I use is Degree, I forget what it's called, but it's one that basically like doesn't put yellow stains in white shirts, and it also, if you have black shirts, I have a lot of black shirts, it doesn't leave like white, like kind of that sparkly dust on your shirt. So it protects your shirts from getting like a little weird if you sweat too much in them, which I like poison oak. I mean, I've never experienced poison oak or that extreme of poison ivy, but that's kind of how I experienced it. Oh, that's fun. I didn't realize that one guy got demoed and then also was able to recover. Oh, that's fun. Would you get 10 MMR, get $5? $5, because I can get 10 MMR if I just win a game, but it doesn't guarantee I'm gonna get paid at any point. Would you choose rank higher than yours? And no, we cannot play together. And that's the main reason, because there's a 99.9% chance, chat, that you are not at my rank, and I will not play with anybody I don't know. The best way to get a 2s, Joe, is to play 2s, and then find someone else who you play well with, and then say, hey, do you want to play? Done. That's it. That's literally the 100% thing. Hey, Colonel Panic. I have to use Dove deodorant spray. For some reason, my armpits get super irritated with normal stick deodorant. It might be aluminum. It might be like me. I have a bad reaction, or at least I did when I was younger, to some antiperspirants that use aluminum in them. Dove is also like way less sensitive, or way more sensitive. Ooh. Wow, I like the part where that was wide open and then I slipped my finger off my left stick. What? I actually tried to keep that a little close. S, my bad. Nice. Flick. Teammate. You when I'm cold? I feel that, buddy. I've debated if I have a hyperhidrosis, but I don't think I do. But I always feel like growing up, I always sweat way too much. Yeah, no matter what temperature I was just always sweaty. I'm just C3 not trying to trigger you. But I'm not triggering you. I'm just saying, like, when people come in and ask, I say I don't play with anybody. That's my chat rules. You didn't know that, which is why I told you. But I also say that because I always find it funny when people come into streamers who, most streamers are like, I don't know, GC3, SSL. And it's just funny when people see like that and be like, hey, can we play? I'm only 500 MMR lower than you. And it's like, well, kinda defeats the purpose there. Oh, thought team was gonna be a little faster than that. Nice. Well, it's a problem playing with someone who's lower ranked than you, but like I'm not gonna queue comp with someone who's 500 MMR below me. That's literally just free. Like that's literally just purposely selling my MMR. Because I think people forget, especially lower ranked players, that if you play with someone higher ranked than you, you're playing at their rank, not yours. It's not an average of your two ranks. It is the higher person's rank. It used to be the average, but then they realized that's kind of stupid. So. All right, I figured he was going to use that reset. If anyone play casual games, yeah, I mean casual games are fine because it's just like you're meant to kind of like goof around with multiple skill levels. But I know a lot of people are like, I'm looking for someone to queue with, and it's always ranked, and I'm like, I don't think that's what you should be doing, personally. Do you know if you play a higher or about the same rank? I don't know what Cozy is recently. We have each other on our friends list, so oh, he's not playing right now. I haven't played him with him in a bit. I think he's focusing more on twos, so. I gotta grind up so I can get, well, twos, and he's always a ones demon because he's very good at ones, so. And I know his chat loves watching him play ones. I would say we're pretty compatible probably in threes when I'm actually at like GC3 again. We've queued a bunch of times before, not in a while, but you know, I look forward to hopefully queuing up with him, someone like Kim and Nightbear again. Little light flick. Classing NG's forfeit. Sorry, guys. Oh, he's not gonna forfeit. Okay, well, that's fine. And then he says forfeits right after that. That's cool. Yeah, because he's a cool dude. I remember I made a short a while back. Me, Cozy, and Jackson were playing together, and I posted a short about it, and half of the comments were, "You know Cozy?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I remember Cozy joined my chat, and everyone was like, "Yo, it's Cozy," and I'm like, "Who?" I wasn't trying to ego. I just didn't watch a lot of Rocket League YouTube shorts creators, so I was like, I don't actually know who Cozy is. And then I looked him up, and I'm like, oh damn, he's huge. And he went from like 60K subs to like 200K in like less than a year. Man was absolutely grinding. I'm very proud of him. What rank is this? I think this is like GC3 right now. I forget where my twos is lately.
Take a leap of faith. You ain't got a ceiling, there's no need to be afraid. I'll try to keep you safe. Just keep your belief and give yourself some breathing space. Your shoulder heavy burden, feeling like you're on the verge. But one day you will change.
He's over 350K. Oh no, he's huge now. That's why it's so funny to like see like how fast his growth was. As happens when you're, you know, consistent on the short game, follow trends well. You also started adding his voice into him, so he's like, you get his funny reactions and whatnot. The meta for sure, if you don't have a camera, is kind of have a bad mic and make sure you get your and then cut that off. Like any reaction, if you cut it right there, it immediately becomes comedic as well. Those shorts, him and Nightbear and Troxin and all of them, they all do. It's all the same type of meta because those are inevitably funny no matter how much times you see them. All right, gonna see if he can react to that. And that's an own goal. All right. Jake's pretty high up and he pivoted to Roblox. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I was wondering where he was. Hey, whatever works for you, buddy. You gotta get your bag. Also, more importantly, you gotta play what you want. Oh, it's so embarrassing. You're about to get done. Aw, if you tapped it one more time, that was actually gonna be a crazy dunk. Oh, Foxy, what? You had 0 boost. What happened here? Oh, he's grabbing pads. Okay, that was a little rough. It was a little aggressive of me to go for that. I probably should have calmed down, but. Scream to his mic. Yeah, he's definitely not balancing the mic at all. There's like no compressor on it. I would say he should add something to it to make his mic sound a lot better, but honestly, his reactions are way more unhinged if your mic peaks. I can't stand a peaky mic, so yeah, I can never do that. Oh, I tried to like puzzle piece that in so that it would like pinball past both of them. Nice shot, close one. Hey, Zar. Not the best touch, but he's gonna overtouch it. I'm gonna bump him. Foxy, bang. Buddy. No one ever wants to dime me upfield. I got like cocky on that one. The flip reset double crossbar out. I couldn't tell if that guy was chasing or not. That's fine, Foxy. Oh, never mind. You were following me a little too close. That guy had a good reset. Foxy. Nice. Oh, Foxy. Okay, we're good. Dude, he's getting cyberbullied IRL. Ever played with against Zen, the EU player, as me who lives in the US? No, I've never played against Zen. The only time that would even be possible is if I was queuing ranked during an NA major, because then Zen would play the week before on NA ranked. I know that happens occasionally with players in SSL. During like the Raleigh major lead up, every team is like boot camping in NA, and then suddenly they queue into a game and it's just like the Furia team played threes, and it's like, oh shit. Furia. Oh, that back pass was primed there. Oh, that was the weakest flick of all time, and it's gonna work. He's gonna score. Ah! Oh. I rolled my eyes. Hey, third eye. We're gonna cut the hard on that. Just kidding. That's actually probably the best possible touch, because if I hit it lower, that would have, or higher, that would have bounced out. Wait, I thought he just 50'd that. Not only did he 50 it, he fisted it. Wait, hold on, no. I mean, he fought it. There's a better way to phrase that now. Boop. Nah, just know it's good. Insane luck, holy. Yeah, that's not insane luck. You just lost a 50, dude. Ew, I'm not even 1700. All right, well, next game. He posted, holy crap, I actually cringed, and I said, Swaggy Buckets 2 is talking about cringe. Let's get real, buddy. He definitely fisted it. Yeah, classic fisting chat. Hey, you 6. I was about to say, like, why are you not chowing? All right, sounds like a pain in the ass. Whoa! Okay, hold on. Yo, DT, my shit isn't 9 inches. No room for you for 2 to ride at once. Swaggy Buckets, this man is so incredibly in 8th grade. Ah. Maybe hurt that guy's feeling. GG. GG, Foxy. This kid is like, he's talking so tough. And meanwhile, he's got a name, Swaggy Buckets. I love how the cope is insane that you literally just straight up 50'd him. And he's like, wow, it's so luck in this skill-based game with no alts or any luck-based component. It's like, buddy, you lost a 50. Like, why are you coping so hard? Bro's like hyperventilating right now in his room. Yeah, I reject that reality. Huge 50 with a reset, lucky. Yep, that's what I'm saying. Where your mods don't send my masterpiece? I'm assuming you sent something kind of stupid and automod got it. Hey, Dario. Oh no, Vadi, you're not supposed to chase that. Oh, well, guys, this is embarrassing. Buddy, we can't chase the ball into the corner if it's very obvious that it's going to go out of the corner. Wait, oh, that's even more confusing. He got the corner boost and then turned back into the corner and then it got chipped over him. That's like next level brain damage. I don't know what's going on there, Vadigram. You can't be a Vadi fanboy and play stupid. Come on. It's going to hurt the body stocks. Ooh, wow. Accidentally jumped a little too early on that one shell. Dude. I was gonna pass that middle and then I realized Vadi's super far below me, so I was like, I can't do that. Change it up some 2s. Trying to play a little bit more 2s. We shouldn't be as low as we are, but, you know, it happens. Nice shot, holy. Yeah, it's always so funny when people come in and be like, dude, why do you never play 3s? And I'm like, buddy, I have played almost exclusively 3s for like 6 years of this game. He said he slotted that shit. Thought I'd turn around that, but okay. All right, buddy, dive in on that. All right, surely. Body, dribble it, okay, that works. Nice. I think what was worse is I was in a troll car. I did see that and I was like, what is that, Foxy? Wasn't sure why I doubled on that. Body, you don't need a huge touch. It's fine. Don't waste your momentum. Save your flick. Trying to win it on the line. It's fine. Ooh, that was scary. Body? What? Why would you shoot it? Why would you shoot? Wait. Wait, I gave up and he gave up. I'm so lost. Oh, wait, no, he lagged out. Oh my God, I gave up the opportunity to save that. That's actually insane. That's so unlucky by me. The one time I take my hand off the controller. Please stay lagging out. I would love for us to get a free one. Dude, that's so funny. That is so funny, dude. Oof, imagine overeating that. Oh, okay, but you're not lagging the moment you have to bump me. Yeah, I see how it is. Sick demo. Nice. Okay, I was like, I'm gonna play the 50 just because I know he's gonna think I'm gonna slam that as hard as possible across goal. So we'll just go for that, and I guess that worked. You speed it up the moment they commit to the save, and then it's an easy goal. The moment you see him turn at you, that's when they least expect that one to go. All right, you said on your left, I'm gonna try to lose it to him. Buddy, you call on your left and you cheat it up? Okay, nice. Nice. Oh, Vadi, there's your chance to get 4. I do want to play a little more a little more 4s. Wait, no. Wait, F and F Pontiac here. Ew. Never mind, I don't want that. Ooh. Yeah, I was trying to take the one guy retreating, but... Trying to see if I could read that in time. Perfect touch, flip reset, bang! Oh, bang! You can't watch me do that, buddy. It's gonna go in your net. I'm not gonna say that was not a perfect touch, but it was far enough away that the guy in the backboard didn't want to go for it. I'm gonna get demoed. That's fine. Just demo that guy. Oh. Oh, I like how often I'm missing these random boosts. Not a fun time, though. Nice. Oh, perfect. Oh, the touch. Whoop. Oh, what a recovery. Holy crap, I did not anticipate that. See, I like T-Bate's a smart one. He's a smart little cookie. I like how often he's taking the ball across instead of just constantly trying to force it upfield. It means like we'll be able to keep possession a lot faster or more often with this guy. Gonna get a reset on that? Oh. I'm gonna assume, yeah. Nice little ground pinch, nice. I'm back. Reeve, I get it! You're back! It's like the 7th message. I'm sorry if I didn't read the first one. I thought I did. Please do not do "I am back." Taco, please acknowledge me that I'm back. It's like, I get it. I get it, buddy. I know. I know. I'll see it sooner or later. I was hoping Ray wouldn't go to the far corner. And he missed! Okay, well, close one. Notice me it's the more wimpy version of witness me! Any Mad Max enjoyers in chat? Hesitated a little bit because I wasn't sure how fast that would go. I don't think I saw Furiosa's one. I remember getting like halfway through and I was really not a fan of the pacing. And I was like, yeah, I'm good. DBZA, Dragon Ball Z to A. That guy just missed a demo 4 times. I'd rather go 0 for 30 than 0 for 9. Ooh. Dragon Ball Z unabridged or abridged. Isn't that like the thing where they cut some guy edited all of the filler out of Dragon Ball Z and it reduced the series by literally like 70%? Mel Gibson Mad Max is the best. Wait, Mel Gibson was in Mad Max. We're gonna fake that. Ooh, I want to slow it down and get a 50. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, this guy in the purple car has missed like every demo he's gone for today, and it's really funny to watch it. He's the original Mad Max? I don't remember that far back, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, it's where they do custom, like, humorous voiceover, okay. Wait, it's 1-1? I could have sworn we were curb stomping this team because we've been, like, kind of kicking their butts in the position game. That's a really embarrassing way to lose. Holy crap. Oh my god, that's so funny. No, I just like 50'd that and looked forward and went, oh, there's no one back. Why would the see, if your teammate is going off the ceiling, I don't know why in the world, as the second man, you would try and cheat on that. Yeah, you would Spanish that. You would. You would. Oh, Mad Max by Furiosa or Mel Gibson. I mean, technically, isn't Max himself like even like isn't like Tom Hardy in Mad Max not even technically Max? He's like another dude. But it's just the series is called Mad Max. I gotta say, Fury Road is like a gorgeous movie and really compelling and really fun. And then the second one, when I was watching it, I was just like, part of me wants to be interested in this, but I can't find the will. He's the new Mad Max? I'm so confused what you're talking about. Wait, they hired Mel Gibson for a new Mad Max film that's coming out or something? Or you mean Tom Hardy is the new Mad Max? I tried to grab some pads, and I missed them all because I was staring at the ball too much. Oh yeah, look at that. And then I put myself just enough in no man's land that I wouldn't be able to get an aerial that literally if I had a single pad, I would have been able to get. I didn't see my teammate go for that. That's okay. This guy's gonna think he's got... Oh, you know what? Oh. I tried to hold that up, and I guess I did technically. Put it in the middle of zone defense, you know? These guys are, despite pre-jumping a lot, these guys are struggling with some of this stuff. Bro, I remember watching Star Wars a while back on Prime, and it suggested this like ridiculously small budget movie from the 80s that was like some fantasy ripoff, and my god, I'm so tempted to like see if I can make like a scene by scene reaction to that movie, because I've never been so blown away by how like god awful the lore and world building and like just everything that you could edit that movie to, all the villains you could craft, all like the MacGuffins that you possibly think of were present there. I'm trying to remember what the heck it's called. It's not Zolar. What the heck is it? I might have to dig through my watch history. I don't think I finished it, but I was blown away by how bad it was. But the sad thing is like, some of the stuff they would come up with, I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, I like this general idea, but then they would just ruin it by developing some interesting premise. But it also suffers from the classic fantasy issue of setting up some unique situation for the characters to go through, and then be like, there's literally only one way to solve it. I'm like, really? There's no problem solving it all? And then it's like, the only way we can defeat the evil sorcerer, blah, 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 is if we do this. And then they fail at that. It's like, wait, there is another way. And then they fail at that. Like, wait, there is another way. And I'm like, dude, what? Like, you just told me there's one way. How are there multiple only one ways? Making a Spaceballs 2? Why? It is pretty sad how a lot of Hollywood is just nostalgia fishing. It's just trying to remake properties like, hey, remember this? Remember this? Remember this? Ever seen Last Starfighter? No. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up my Amazon Prime Video and see what I can... All right. He said all yours, and I was not paying attention, so my bad, teammate. Ooh. You should get a mullet, except I'm party in the front and the back, chat. I rolled slightly different on that. That's a nice thing. What's this XP thing? Slot, you've been here for so long. There's no way you don't notice the XP thing. All right, what is this Prime Video thing? Didn't notice the giant tags next to people's names that tell you number 3, number 2, number 1. Come play at RuneScape. Old school or new school? Ooh. Oh. Wave dash a little earlier. Do you ever play with the keyboard or controller? I wouldn't know. I play with the Wii nunchucks. Why are you underneath me, buddy? This isn't Diamond. They didn't know I didn't have anything. Ooh. Nice challenge, Vadi. Vadi can turn on that? Perfect. I'm subbing to all. Oh, Rocket League comment and I sub. Wait, I have to what? Dude. Once teammate beat there, I was like, wait, I have to pre-jump this save. Sad. Look, Chrono, we're like GC2, high GC2 right now in 2s. We're pretty low right now, chat. We're honestly, the last couple streams we've been playing on like 4 hours of sleep. We've been trying to be like, it's okay, we can still play. But yeah, don't try to play when you're that tired. What the heck was this stupid movie I watched? I'm trying to remember. It's bothering me that I can't, it doesn't just show me like what we were recently watching. Hello. What's this low? Well, compared to what we normally are, yeah. I'm talking relative rank, you know? You gotta condition people for the ranks where we should be at, you know? Hit. Why? What's the movie? That's what I'm looking up. I'm trying to remember what the name was. I've always loved commentary channels that like watch a bad movie and critique it and whatnot, and I feel like that's like exactly what this movie's perfect for. Dang it. What the heck is this movie? Okay. Oh, watch list is not watch history. That's like stuff you want to watch. Okay. That explains a lot. I was like, what are these movies? Never heard of. My bad, team, and I was really overthinking my approach on that. Oh no, it's the Holy Milk. I didn't remember this guy. He was pretty bad. Thought I dodged that demo. Ugh. Have you had shawarma? Yeah. You said you're the server, bro, 8 ping. It's because I'm guessing there's a central server. Yep, and it 100% is in Dallas. Would you rate it? I haven't had it recently enough to rate it, I think. Definitely highly, though. Most, like, Middle Eastern and most Middle Eastern and, like, South Asian cuisine is pretty lit, I'm not gonna lie. You have Dark Passenger? What? Okay. Oh, that was a goal. At least a little bit differently. You guys asked me the other day if I watched Dexter, and I said no. You guys ask me that stuff, I don't think you listen. I'm gonna go. I don't want Dexter, so he's gone. All right, see you, Salah. CinemaSins? No, I don't like CinemaSins anymore. Old CinemaSins was cool because they actually used to critique the movies, but now they just do random nonsense where they're nitpicking literally everything so they can get to a trillion sins, and it's just not a... It's not a funny gimmick. Like, back in the day, they actually genuinely would, like, point out inconsistencies or dumb writing or something. But after a while, it was just like, I don't like this shirt. Ding. It's like, that's... I mean, I guess it's kind of funny. But over time, I'm like, I kind of liked the actual media criticism of this channel. That's not why I trust? What'd you say? Ooh, that was not the touch I was hoping for. Ugh. I like the part where he misses his aerial that lands on me, though. No. Oh my god, he got so much more power on that than I thought he would. That was almost really sick of him. You like soccer? Yeah, I grew up with soccer. Played all the way through college. No, you freaking drove past it! Oh, he might have gotten bumped, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, he said nice bump. Okay, he did get bumped. Yeah, it's okay. We were never winning with the Holy Milk anyway. That's crazy that I gave him a bounce dribble, and then I went for the lead block, and then he air dribbled it over the crossbar. Buddy, this is twos. We are not scoring on a ball that like that, you know? Wait, what pack is it? What pack did I just queue up? All right. That stuff always confuses me. Like, when a teammate serves you up with a wide open goal and he's chasing the demo, why would you ever take it high and above? Like, what, you're gonna double tap that? No, just take the dribble. Like, it's literally a 1v2. Play soccer too? What's your position? I was a wing back. I started as like a center midi, and then I slowly went to the wings a bit more over time. I like playing left wing back because I'm right-footed, so being able to go down the field and be able to then cut inside to get shots, or to play more aggressively in the midfield. Love that. I had great stamina back in the day, so running up and down the field was actually not that bad. Plus, it always screws up the formation the moment you start dribbling forward and getting some 1-2s in or something, and then the midfield's like, wait, no one's marking him. RBA. That was basically LWB or LB. In high school, for a little bit, we played a diamond back, so I was sweeper, but other than that, pretty much all throughout academy play and college, I was wing back. All right, chat, we are much lower in threes, so we're, like I said, this is the game mode where we have to be hyper dependable for our teammates and kind of the rock. Oh, I flipped the wrong way. Well, chat, that's what happens. I let them down for a millisecond, and then suddenly it's a goal. Dang. That was actually a play that I rushed that I really didn't have to. I could have canceled that flip a little bit later. Or keeper? Yeah, I can never be a keeper. Not a fan. Played soccer to move around. I don't just want to sit in one place. Goalies are to soccer as kickers are to football. And that the rest of the squad kind of dislikes them at times because they don't have to do the conditioning drills or as much involving that. But hey, it's specialty, you know, specialized skills. We had a bet with the keepers actually back in the high school one time where if we could score more goals on them, it's like then if we could score more on them than they saved or something, they'd have to do the sprints instead of us, or like all the conditioning drills. They'd have to do our reps for us. I think we ended up winning by like one. One kid kept selling. He shot it right at the keeper like 6 times. I'm like, buddy, you can't keep giving him free points. We had our coach keeping track, and he's like, damn, this is like barn burner, I'm not gonna lie. He's like, forwards, you gotta pick it up. What? No bounce. Ooh. Try to do the backflip shot because it was a little behind me. Pass that? That one right through my camera, holy. How? Oh, he deflected it. I was about to say, like, how high did that flick go? What the heck? These guys in a full party? Yes, they are. I would say huge fan of SSL tags in this freaking low-ass lobby, but then I realized I am an SSL tag, multi-season SSL, so I guess I can't get too angry at these guys. And also can't get mad that they delayed it that much. I'm like, okay, well, if he's gonna take it that high and not hit it, he's giving the ball away. It's fine, next guy has it. Did not realize Gray was also on the backboard. I was like, if you're on the ground, that would have been a pretty easy clear, but I didn't realize he was also up on fort. All right, chat, like we said, tough part about threes this rank is we're gonna have to carry, and we are not doing that. We're in fact not even close. In fact, we basically gave the first goal. Meant to get really underneath that. My bad. Oh, well, we were winning that anyway. Teammates are getting flip resets into backboard stuff. Meanwhile, my teammates have not hit the ball in the air yet, so. All right, well, I'm accidentally smurfing. These guys are actually just like straight up smurfing with their friends, so. Oh well. That's how it goes, chat. Also, I guess my teammates are bricked up right now. Why are we not forfeiting? They love being stepped on, dude. Ah! Only 4 goals for the win. Only 4 goals against a full party with 2 SSLs on it. Meanwhile, my teammates have a season 9 yellow tag, which means the last time they hit an accomplishment in this game was literally like 27 seasons ago. Yeah, I'm good. All right. There's a start. Why is the first thing I hear in the stream, why is my teammates bricked up? Well, every time my teammates and I are getting completely blown out and then I forfeit and they don't forfeit, I'm like, man, you guys really love getting stepped on. They just freaking, they must be so freaking horny for the idea of being dominated. All right, great. Imagine if you pass this. In a world where a teammate looked downfield and saw a wide open teammate. Like that. Ah! Imagine if we get aerial. I want to see what MMR Gray is. If he's higher than me, I might actually end it all. Usually have to pay for that kind of thing? You do, normally. Yeah, the SSL that's been carrying his 2 teammates is the lowest in the lobby. Excellent. Oh, he is higher than me, unfortunate. Unfortunate, chat. It's not about being horny for domination, it's more about seeing it to the end. Oh, buddy, they're trying to finish, believe me. Because my mind is like, I don't forfeit every time I fall behind. Even multiple goals, I don't care. But the thing is, it's the flow of the game. If we're barely even getting a touch on the ball in their half, I'm not playing that game out. Because people are like, all you need is a couple goals. Yeah, all I need is my teammate completely change their ability to actually compete in this lobby. And if you can't do that, that is not interest. I'm not interested. Like, get me out. And that's how it feels sometimes with some of these lobbies where it's just like, these guys are in here not to improve, not to see like, no, we can do it, we can do it. They're literally just like, I want you to dominate me. Like, spit on me and call me a dirty boy. And I'm just like, buddy, you. Oh. Kind of thought the back four had that, so I bailed halfway through, but unfort. Oreo, no. That was just bad timing on that. He went to the boost and then turned right as that ball get hit. You don't want to be turned away from the ball as the balls get hit, because then half of your adjustment is turning around and burning boost. That's wide open, and he failed. Okay. Favorite NFL team? I can't really say I have one. I guess regionally, the Buffalo Bills, because I grew up near Buffalo. So that's what everyone in my hometown liked. I was like, let me just cut that inside. Didn't realize every single one of them went around it. I got washed after watching a tutorial on a master flip resets. Wait, you watched a tutorial and it made you worse, or you watched a tutorial and then became washed? Oh. I guess sell yet? Max, absolutely not, dude. I am fighting for my life down here in the solo queue. We played when we were very tired the other day, past week. And so we've fallen like quite a lot. So we're like 17. Actually no, we're like 1600 right now. We're very low. which makes these games even more terrifying. Because you have all the other kids inviting their SLs on friends on alts to carry them out of here. So when I'm solo queuing, I'm playing with genuine 1600s against like actually high level players. So I have to be the carry, which I simply am not most times. So okay, he pre-jumped that, so I would try to get around it. Oh. I got bumped, but I bumped him, so that's fine. I'm sorry, Ori Addiction, you actually were in a good position, and I didn't expect you to be there, so I wasn't prepping for the pass. I really should have, though. All right, shout out my teammate actually thinking about the pass, though. I slid him for that. Yeah, we weren't getting that. We'll just back up. It's prime air dribble territory here. Just kidding. Ronnie is gonna challenge us. Just kidding. We're gonna... Oh my god, what the frick? What a recovery. You're dead. What? He's not dead. It doesn't matter. Hopefully teammate doesn't get dunked immediately on this one. Oh no, he's dunked immediately! I gotta go ears too painful. Ah, I'm so sorry, Kyle. Everything's improved soon. No. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, we're good. Favorite soccer team? Growing up, I went to school with the family that owns Manchester United. So I got exposed to them a lot. I remember watching them back in the day, and I really enjoyed how they played. I loved Michael Carrick and like Paul Scholes might be like my favorite player of all time. So that was fun. Also, I hate how the only times these guys score is when I just happen to have no boost and I can't get that. They can't shoot at all the entire game, but the one time I'm not ready for it. Oh, that was not even close to the bounce I wanted. Nightmare, why are you so slow? Man, has no loss. The same freaking Smurf team. Ugh. I wonder if this is the same candidate who used to be rank A. He's just playing with his friends. Oh wait, never mind, it's a different team. All right, maybe I can't blame them on Smurf. I'm gonna Q dodge though. I do not want to repeat that. We're out of sync there, chat. Also, it's really pissing me off I can't find out what this frickin' stupid movie I watched the other day was. I'm confused why the browser doesn't have like a "You watched recently" tab. It's very strange to me. Honestly, the one scene that alone made me want to make literally a breakdown of this movie was just because there's a scene in which he talks to like this mentor character that enters the movie, and he's like, "You must get the charm of blah 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 Agrathor or whatever, like to beat the person, the villain." And he tells him it's at the top of a mountain in a volcano forge, locked away or whatever, and yeah, gotta go get it. And it's like, okay. But then he starts climbing up the mountain and it shows him climbing. But instead of making like a montage of him climbing, it's literally just like individual shots with dramatic music of him climbing, like the actual actor climbing a pretty steep mountain. But it's like 20-second shots of him struggling to climb. And it goes on for probably like 3 full minutes. I was blown away. Every time I thought they would just cut to him going like, yeah, and then crawling up and getting to the top, they kept showing another angle of him climbing. And it was just climbing. And I'm like, at a certain point, buddy, we got to move on with the movie. This is already this climbing scene is going to be like 1/10 of the movie at this point, or 1/30 of the movie. There's just a lot of scenes like that where like it's just very clear that they didn't have enough shit to push the movie to like a feature length time. So they were just like, all right, we gotta really milk it on these edits. Like it was just so very clear that that's exactly what was happening. Hello, bacon eggs. I'm a bot. I don't think he can catch up to me. All right. Also, a problem of playing down here is I'm assuming everyone's stupid and slow, and then I realized, oh wait, they're actually not really that bad. I thought I was gonna get demoed, so I just was like, yeah, like, just pop it up. And then the guy didn't demo, so I could have just actually continued. What? Not the full party ball chasing. Okay, nice. Well, the thing is like they were filming on location, all these cool stuff, and the practical sets they were building weren't bad. It was just like so generic. Like I'm blown away by like when you watch like a movie, like Star Wars. At the time, there was nothing like it. Like on top of the fact that Industrial Light and Magic were literally like changing the game in terms of visual effects. Like how good that movie looks. And even still, it looks good. Like to this day, like that stuff holds up surprisingly well. But then like when it comes to all these like other movies, they're just too generic. Like there's nothing memorable about these characters. The story is predictable and it's just very like, what are we doing? So just super weird to watch it. It's the same with back in the day, there's a movie called Star Crash, which was made like with David Hasselhoff. And they're trying to basically cash in on like, oh, people like space fantasy? Okay, we can do that. And so they tried to make a movie that kind of rips off Star Wars, and it's terrible. Like it's so insanely bad, even though they rip off basically everything from Star Wars. Also, another thing that a lot of space and fantasy gets wrong is you have to have memorable locations. There's like so many places in like space drama that I see or whatever, or like old C movies, B movies, that they will basically just be like, oh, what's the king's name? And he's like, I am King Galanthian, Emperor of the 9 Rings of the Universe, or something like that. It's just like, buddy, I'm never gonna remember that. Give me one name to remember. Like, I don't need a title. Like, we're good. That was open. I don't think you realized. Yeah. I think that's actually the guy's name in Star Crash. The good guy emperor is like, he's like emperor of the 9th circle of the universe or something like that. And it's just like, what does that mean? Do we ever get to know what the 9th circle are? What are the other 8? Nope, never mention it. If you're never gonna mention it again, why do I need to know that? Oh, and also the way they solve the end of the movie, spoilers, is the villain's about to win, and they're like, all right, well, we'll just activate our secret ability of our ship that we've never mentioned before, called Star Crash. It's literally, it freezes time. And I'm like, what? You had the ability to stop time and you've never won a war? Like, what? Like, and I'm just, but it's also like one of those things where it's like, it's an ability that just gets brought up out of nowhere. And it's like, buddy, come on. Like, you can't just randomly mention, oh yeah, by the way, I have the ability to freeze time. This ain't the Infinity Stones. Jesus loves you? I don't know about that. He owes me money. Oh. It's not even plot armor, it's just like an excuse. It's literally just a Deus Ex Machina to solve the problem. How do we defeat this guy that literally can't be defeated? What if we just, I don't know, froze time? What? Hey, Big TT, what's up? Hey, Saragi. Also, all these planets where they're like Galadiathor 17, the something something, and I'm like, literally just do it like Star Wars. Just give me one name that sounds interesting. I think personally the sequel's cooked with the Palpatine's home planet Exegol or whatever. That's a pretty, or like the Sith planet of Exegol. That's a cool sounding name, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, you know what, they cooked with that. But that's all I want. Just give me a name that's easy to remember. So I'm like, where are they again? Right, that. But then whenever you watch any like knockoff space movie or whatever that tries to be Star Wars, that tries to be Star Trek or whatever, all the planets are named so insanely long and complicated or stupid. And I'm like, nope. If it doesn't roll off the tongue, I don't want it. It's like naming a car, you know? You can't name it like something super ridiculous. The Nissan Indubitably. It's like, no one's gonna say that. There are some that call him Tim. Yes. It's really pissing me off that I can't think of this freaking movie. Hold on. I'm gonna filter by... I think I found it by Googling 80s fantasy movies. Wait, I found it! I can't believe this movie is 2 hours. It's a 35% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's called Krull, 1983. Krull. Legitimately one of the most weak screenplays I've ever seen in my life. How's Arl been? Arl's been pretty bad. We are the lowest we've been in like a year because we were trying to balance our work and streaming, which means I'm playing very tired. And this is the first day I haven't felt like garbage, but we're so low that basically it's like we got to hard carry a lot of these games, which is tough. How you doing, Swaki? No, holy milk, I'm done. I literally don't think I've ever won with this guy. Out of like 7 attempts, I think I've lost every single game when he's been on my team. That's why they need to make a mod that literally hides the name of your teammates. I don't want to know what my teammates are. I think that would actually make me play better. Nice. Not the best aerial, but, or air dribble, but as long as you beat the first guy, it makes chaos happen. Movie looks terrible, but it is. I'm not gonna lie. There's so many times where, like, armed with all the sci-fi and movie knowledge you and I probably have based on just the history of watching movies, you're just gonna watch that and be like, what? Huh? Honestly, the thing it's most guilty of is trying to set up stakes and then immediately inventing a new thing for the characters. Because the thing is, a good story has setup and payoff, where like they'll hint at something, and then they'll later pay it off. Like, I always kind of liked how Lord of the Rings has like a moment where they're like, hey, should we go to the Mines of Moria? And they're like, oh, absolutely not. We should definitely not go through there. And then they try another one and it backfires. They ask Frodo, hey, you have to decide where we're going to go. And he's like, well, let's go through the mines. And then Gandalf is like freaked out. And then you go to the mines. So it's like, we know the mines based on Gandalf, the guy who knows everything. It must be a pretty effed up place. So what's it going to be like going there? And then you get the payoff of seeing the fight in the cave, like introducing the Balrog and all that. So that's cool. This movie is just like, we must do this. It's the only way to defeat the beast, which is the villain or whatever. And then they fail at doing something, or like something breaks, or the guy they need dies or whatever. And then they just go, we're doomed. Unless, and then they come up with some other bullshit. And then that fails. And then they're like, we're doomed. Unless. It's just like, wait, what do you mean unless? Why are there 17 options to defeat this guy? A lot of twos, DDoSers. I'm not high enough in twos, I guess, to get DDoSers. I've been pretty chill with that. All right, don't dive, don't dive. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm hopefully getting my car soon, Saraki. I've convinced myself that my job is not going to fire me, so because they seem very invested in me right now, or at least they seem like they're planning a lot of future stuff with me and booking me at meetings that are like way past my probation date. So I'm just gonna pull the trigger. I don't know when though. Wait a minute! Oh my God, Sonical! I like gummy worms and ice cream sometimes together. This is America. No, that's exact. Well, not exactly. I would get vanilla custard, Oreo bits, and gummy worms or gummy bears at this ice cream place near me. That was my go-to. It was kind of like a worms and dirt, except it was custard. Wait, what kind of car? I don't know yet. I'm looking at nothing. So there's a lot of like not like pretty good bargain deals, but I'm saying like I am strictly choosing this car off of, or actually not strictly. Okay, let's break down my logic here. 90% of the reason I want to buy this car is I want it newish, like so within 3 years, so 2022 and up or whatever. And I want it low-ish miles. Basically, soft limit for me is 50K miles on it. I want under 40. I want ideally something in like the 30K or under like bracket of mileage. And then finally, I want it to be a brand that is reliable. I do not want to buy, you can buy a Kia Mirage or whatever for like $15,000, but you know that car is going to last you 20 miles and then it's going to explode into a fire pit. So I'm like, I'm going to try to get, for me, people have debates on whether these are as dependable as others, but I had a Hyundai Accent back in the day. That car was a banger. I loved it. It worked really well for me. So Hyundai's probably my number one choice just because there's a bunch of Hyundais on sale near me. Toyota and Hondas, obviously. I'm looking at Volvo because I remember growing up, those were cars I enjoyed and my friends have good reviews on that. Any Lexus because they're basically Toyotas. Mazdas. And yeah, I'm just kind of looking around. Right now, there is a 2025 Hyundai Elantra that is only like 12,000 miles on it, and it's for 20,000. So I'm like, if I put like a $3,000 to $4,000 down payment on that, car payment's kind of high, but honestly, I don't really mind that because I'll be able to pay that down really quickly. Honda Civic, simple. Nissan Maxima. Honestly, I'm not sure how to feel about Nissans lately. I used to think that they were pretty reliable and cool cars, and then some of my friends who own Nissans are like, yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm like, But then again, like my one friend who had it, like their Nissan has like 180,000 miles. So I'm like, at that point, can you really expect your car to be like hyper tip-top shape, you know? Well, the thing is with the Honda Civic is that it comes with kind of the reliability tax of like, If it was like, oh, all these cars are 21,000, this Honda Civic that's the same year in mileage is like 22. No, it's like 25, 26, like guaranteed. Like Hondas are known for being so reliable that literally even the 2019 Hondas are like $3,000, $4,000 more expensive than the Hyundais. Because Honda knows what they've got. They know their value. They're like, you know why, we know why you're here. Like, cough it up. And I'm like, yeah, I can't quite afford that. I would say, I don't necessarily have an upper limit, but I would say I'm trying to keep my total purchase price and financing under $23,000. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Toyota's the move. Toyota, I'm not gonna lie, least sexy cars out there. That is my biggest issue with Toyota. I'm not someone who really needs to drive a super good looking car or whatever, but my God, dude, Toyotas are the most blocky, stupid looking cars every time I see them. There are some that are pretty sick, obviously. Like if I actually started cleaning up money in the future, I would buy a GR86, 100%, or a Supra or whatever like that. But all their like standard cars, I'm just like, bleh. No, I know, literally, I know, I pre-jumped you on that one. Oh, Toyota Supras, yeah, I know. But that's the thing, is that if you're talking about like a Corolla or something, every version of those cars, pretty lame. Like, it just, I don't know, every single Honda that I feel like I see, I'm not digging it. It's not like I'm not like completely closed off. Like if it was a good enough deal and had cool features in it, I'd be like, yeah, sure, whatever. I'd like to check it out, but. I had an 86, I bought it for 23K, as in a 1986 Supra. Is that a model really that old? I had no idea. Hey, Risk Games. What that you missed? I waited because PO was waiting. GR86, it was 17. Yeah, that's a car that I remember a woman I used to date was debating buying, and I was helping her shop for it. And every time I saw that car, and then there's some guy in my apartment who has a bright red one, and it's so pretty, dude. So I was like, honestly, I really want a GR86, but yeah, I can't afford that right now. That would just be irresponsible. I could get one right now, but it would guarantee be like a $680, $750 a month type of car, you know? And I'm just like, that's so reckless. Like, I'm not making that much cash on the side, like, that I can legitimize that purchase. They're rare. They are pretty rare. It's really hard to find like a current. Oh, it's really hard to find a. I know the issue she was running into is she kept trying to find a dealer for it, and every single time she got there, they were either sold out or they were like, we should be getting one in soon, but yeah, no promises. Like every dealer has like one on the lot, like maybe. BRZ and Scion are FRS. I don't think Scion exists anymore, so you're fundamentally locked into buying that car as like a 2015 or something. Yeah, I'm not really a sports guy. I'm a sales, I'm an account exec working sales. So right now my priority is finding a car that's fuel efficient and reliable, because I don't think I'm gonna be pounding miles in, but I'm definitely gonna be like driving around town decent. Oh, that's sad. Get an older car with 80K miles. Nope, not doing that. Save money for a future car, or I could just get a nice car and then aggressive pay it off. At the end of the day, what I'm talking about, like, if I buy like a nice car and it's, you know, like it lasts me for a bit, and then you know, let's say I start cleaning up money. First off, I'm gonna pay off that car and just drive it for a while. I'm not in any rush to get a crazy good car. I'm just saying, like, if I had like infinite money, you know, then it's like, all right, well, let's get a cool car. But for me right now, I'm like, I can afford a pretty decent used car. Ooh. Throwable? So for me, I was like, that's a pretty obvious play. Luckily, our teammate has that. And then he just didn't have boost. And I was like, oh, wait. Well, that's embarrassing. I should have prepped for that shot better. I was just so confident my teammate knew that was coming because he was driving back to the middle. I was like, well, the ball can only go one place, so he's got it. Don't worry, I'll play the rebound. That was stupid. I need to stop assuming my teammates will see these things. All right, chat. Every time I assume someone does something and they don't do it, I have to slap myself in the face because, my God. Is it Cinnamon Toast Crunch Bar? No. It's, so HEB. Shout out HEB, by the way. Great grocery store. It's, they sell these protein bars. And the reason I like them is because I have GERD, which is like a digestive issue. Like I produce too much stomach acid sometimes. So if I eat like certain things, it gives me like really, really bad heartburn. And one of my triggers is like cheap processed chocolate. And if you like go to the store, it's something to check out on your own, just so you notice. Every time you go to the store and look at a protein bar, almost every single brand has a chocolate base at the bottom of the bar. Like this part. Like that contains all the granola or whatever, nuts. So every single one of them gives me a huge heartburn, but this HEB one has Greek yogurt. So it's like, tastes still kind of light and like fun and sweet, but not, you know, chocolatey, and therefore doesn't give me a massive heartburn. So shut out. I would have saved that. Well, I would have saved it too. I was prepping for the next read, so I was turning around. I just didn't expect my teammate to get dusted on that. So my bad. So sounds hella yummy. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's mixed berry, so there's a little bit of dried fruit in here as well. Alejandro Alonso N line. I was considering that, but those are still pretty expensive. The cheapest I could find with the N lines was like 32K. So that's like 10K out of my price range. Like again, I can afford that. It's just, I'm definitely gonna hate myself if I buy a car and I'm paying $700 a month for it. Like I'm making more than enough in my job, especially if I continue, you know, getting my probation pay lifted and whatnot. Like starting next month, I'm gonna be pulling in cash, dude. Basically making what I make all this month in 2 weeks, like every 2 weeks. So the N line looks really cool. I saw that, looks super futuristic, and I'm like, oh yeah, Hyundai, do it. But yeah, the cheapest one I could find was like $32,000 on online. But I'm also trying to avoid, I will say, part of my dealership woes is that I don't want to go to a dealership because typically, in my experience, there's a lot of dealerships who do not finance you charitably at all. I feel like there's a lot of like newer places that are actually pretty decent at giving me a good finance deal. And meanwhile, a dealership will be like, all right, we got back to you. That's like 22%. And I'm like, why don't you just take a machete and chop my head off while you're at it? Hit pipe. Kia Stinger. I'm trying to avoid Kias because I've seen some good deals on some Kias. For example, there's like a 23,000 Kia Rio from 2022, I think. And it's like 17.5K. And I'm like, that's like really, really cheap. And the reviews are not bad for that car. It's like a 7.5 out of 10 from Car and Driver or whatever. But I'm also like, if I remember anything about Kias, they're not like hyper well known for being like great cars down the stretch. Not that I'm gonna need this car to like last, you know, 300,000 miles. It's more so just like, the biggest thing that kills me about some cars is the amount of maintenance and also preventative. Like sometimes, like I'm not saying I don't get my oil changed or tires rotated and get everything touched up, but I'm saying like, I don't wanna be the car guy that like, you're basically mandated to spend like $1,000 every 2-3 months or something. I always hate that. What is happening right now? What about a 1974 Plymouth Barracuda? So that was my filters. It was literally 2022 new cars or a 1974 Plymouth Barracuda. So good call out. Just secure your own financing beforehand. Well, that's what I'm kind of curious about. Like, I've actually never gone to a bank and priced around like a loan option. So I don't know. I've debated doing that, but who knows? Problem is I'm rebuilding my credit, so I can get not a good rate, but like, you know, a decent loan going. But like, I would love it if I could actually like just get a cosign with my father or something, because he knows I'm good for it, and he has great credit as a retiree now. So I'm like, that would be kind of cool, just to lock in like a, you know, 6% loan or whatever. Or I could just put a huge down and save up some more. Honestly, the ideal would just be not buying this car for like a couple months, but I physically need it for my job at a certain point, so I can't save up for the next like 3 months and then like put like a 10,000 down payment, you know? 2007, nope, nothing before 2022, chat. I'm not trying anything else newer than that. Bro, if I was super wealthy though, I'd definitely hire someone to build me a real life Dominus. Which I guess some people could argue is probably just like a Shelby-esque car. Wait, VTI? I've never heard that trim. Credit union giving the best rate? Well, my credit rating is not what it used to be. I wish it was like... See, the problem is we had a teacher strike in Chicago. Not teacher strike, but a grad union strike when I was in grad school. So we didn't get paid for like 2 months, and I had to take out a loan, and that thing is followed me. Because we at the time didn't know, because previous strikes lasted like a whole semester basically. And then they had to settle it during finals because there was just literally too much paperwork built up. Like they literally could not grade everything. Like we are going to fail to give these students their grades before the end of the semester if we don't hire these people again. Don't go to dealership for a loan. Yeah, I've never gone to like a formal bank or credit union for a loan, but I'm also a little worried that like with my, like, I also wonder if they can, as long as they can give me a soft check, or a soft tag on my credit history, I'd be down. I just really am. One thing I've been burned on before is I've gone to get a loan or gone to like get financing, and then they hard check my freaking credit, and then it gives me a ding like, "Hey, your credit got checked," and I'm like, "Not by a reporting agency." Like it's literally but it doesn't matter because you get pinged, and it's like, "Hey, that's a bad thing. What the heck?" I got really pissed. I was like, "Dude, that's so douchey of you. Why would you not soft check it?" Like literally every other website in the world does. I do remember that same guy though that hard checked it. At the time, I had like a 760, 750 around there credit score, and he said, "Oh yeah, we got your offer back for your loan," and he said it was a 22% APR, and I'm like, literally, like you should just lay face down in a bed of fire ants. Like, what are you possibly trying to imply here? You actually called the bank, and they looked at a dude with no credit issues and a 750 credit score, and we're like, 22%, this delinquent piece of shit. I mean, I understand if I like never got a loan, I had no credit history or anything, but like, I had some old credit lines. Like, I had everything that you'd want, and I'm like, I know for a fact that you are going to the what is your bank? A bookie? It's freaking Tony from the old neighborhood. Like, genuinely, what is that APR? Oh, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it was so good. Even Faker was like, huh? Oh no, I went for the win because I thought he might get a 50, but I could have just straight up destroyed that down the line. F80. All right, that's fine. Easy save, nice. Okay. I'm risking it all for this. Luckily, Jax is not going to get beaten by this, right? Or Jax, Jacob. I don't know why I said Jax. That was not his name. Oh man, I thought I predicted his touch. I did not. Might be game. Oh, thank God. The Hyundai truck. I am not buying any truck, guys. I will buy an SUV. I'll buy a sedan. I will buy a coupe. I am not buying a truck. I have no interest in a truck, dude. If I'm going to be driving to clients and putting miles on it, I'm not driving something with 20 miles per gallon. Is getting mod just like you have to be in a lot of streams or stuff? It's also never asking what it takes to be a mod. Again, guys, the worst quality in someone who wants to be a mod is asking what it takes to be a mod. Yeah, buddy knows. 1972 Pontiac GTO and 1985 IROC Z, an old Mustang convertible, and around 5 more Mustang classic cars. I had a neighbor who had the most like basic house, and then one day he opened his garage and he had like a perfectly restored 60s Alfa Romeo. And then on top of that, he had like a hot rod Lincoln, like perfectly decked out, flames on the side, and I'm just like, what? I remember walking right into his garage. I'd be like, hey man. And he's like, oh, hi. I was like, nice cars. He's like, thanks. And he never had kids, I guess, so he never had anyone to be like, ooh, ah, on it. So he was just like, he was just super excited that I was interested. He spent like 20 minutes explaining like his whole process of how he restored it, how much money it cost. GT only gets 7 miles per gallon. That's actually psychotic, dude. 7? Bro, you drive around the street. You drive to the grocery store and your tank's already like halfway empty. What? No shot? Nah, it's alright. Played our angles well. Unfortunately, Toronto, no one loves you. Aww. Sad. What if in 3 seconds? It was definitely like a week's worth of gas. $1 worth of gas. Yeah, that stuff is just like, that's the same how I felt about, I had a neighbor growing up also that had the original Hummer, if you guys remember that. That thing literally had like 10 miles to the gallon. It was, that might be the most fuel inefficient car I personally have ever ridden in. Literally, we drove for like an hour and back, and just watching the tank visibly go down in real time was actually an experience I'll never forget. That alone made me remember like, oh, I remember how long those practice drives were. So knowing how poorly that car operates. And now I think the H2, wasn't that like electric? And then like the new Hummers, they have like the crab walk tech. Have you guys seen that? Where the car's tires can all go 90 degrees. And so you can parallel park by literally just like sliding your car directly into the spot. Yeah, that last boost took me out of contention for that. Surprised you haven't rage quit yet. I mean, we're not losing that often. We're definitely losing, but we're not losing. It's also a lot easier when we got some sleep in us, you know? Streaming is always infinitely harder when we're tired because we got way less energy to like, you know, actually keep our head focused or, you know, like actually play well and focus. Oh, I hate that. So personal teammate, I would pay attention to me touching the ball, but I don't know, that's just me. You know what, actually no, that's not me. He saw me turn right as he went for it. I thought he was staring at me, staying next to it. And I was like, buddy, you're not gonna let me have that? But I kind of get what he meant. It looked like I was kind of just walking back and then I turned last second. All right, fair enough. Try to delay that, I guess that works. Good fake, good 50. Porsche 911, guys, I'm not driving a Porsche 911. I did see a really cool car though in my garage near my, I walked to get Chipotle the other day. It was a 1992 Acura NSX. You guys want to Google that? It's like I think it's like a 6-figure car if you try to buy it right now. Yeah, someone parked that thing like a jackass, like on the middle, straddling 2 spots. And I'm like, what kind of jackass parks like that? And then I realized, oh wait, this car is really expensive and they do not make these parts anymore. No way. 2025 Corvette. Yeah, I don't think you guys are really obeying my my budget. I will say the Elantra N-Line, though, is something I actually kind of wanted. Honestly, the only feature I actively really want, but I might have to settle without it, is Android Auto. Just so I can have nav on the screen, on the center console screen. That's literally all I've ever wanted in a car. I hate having little, like, things to pop your phone up on, you know? Oh, bad. Finally made it plat 3. Let's go sundown. With the Corvette in game, huh? Is there an event for that I'm just not aware of? Every car in the last 3 years should have Android. No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I've been Googling through some stuff and it just says like, oh, special features. And it's literally just like, oh, you have FM, AM radio. And there's a touchscreen where you can adjust settings, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, hello? And it's weird that I don't see that sometimes in some cars, even like 2023 or 2022 cars. So, because I thought that was pretty standard as well. And then I turned on a filter within some of the cars and it wasn't a feature. I was like, okay. What's your max? I would say sale price of around maybe 20. I'm saying my high range is 25K, but I'm gonna say most of the time I'm gonna try to stick to 23 because I really don't want to overspend on this car. I also don't know what my insurance is gonna be on it. It's because my insurance has been kind of weird. I don't know. I'm not really even sure why. I'm a 30-year-old guy with only one accident, and that wasn't even entirely my fault. That was a woman using her accelerator to back out of a parking spot while I was coming out of my spot, and she went right behind me, and then I hit her wheel. So technically, from the insurance perspective, because I didn't have a dash cam, mistake I will not make again. They were like, "Oh, see, you hit her," and I'm like, "But if you saw the accident, you would know that's a majority her fault." I just remember the guy I was talking about earlier, the GT and the IROC also has 2 Pontiac Firebirds. 2? Biblical greed right there. Gets me from Gold Coast to Sydney on one tank, which is about 860 kilometers. Pacific has a blind spot camera that turns on when you indicate the reversing cameras. Yeah, I'm good without the cameras and everything. I really just want to have a nav and good fuel economy. I'm not really someone who needs like all these ridiculous bells and whistles and whatnot. Also, I will say the infotainment centers and whatnot, that's also just another thing that can break. I know there's like some models that are like kind of notorious for having like those touchscreen displays or whatever, and then they actually like break, and then you just have basically a busted monitor in your car. And it's like, I don't know, man. Time to lock into a beater. I'm not driving a beater, dude. That's literally what I just got done with my Mini Cooper. That car is on its deathbed, being taken out to pasture. Yeah, I'm buying a car that'll last me for a bit because I should, at the end of this month, I'll be locked into my full-time salary for my job. And at that point, then I'll be able to actually like afford a real payment. Every single bill that I pay per the whole month plus the car payment will still be less than what I make in 1 month's pay in that new paycheck. So I'm in a go-to position, chat. 2026 is the year of taco. Plus, that doesn't include all the money I can make from casting and voiceover work and Twitch and YouTube. So the goal is to pocket a bunch of money, get my savings back up, pay off loans aggressively, get my debt down, get that credit score back up, and then buy a mansion in Palm Key. I was gonna say Palm Key, and I just realized I don't think that's the thing. Palm Beach? Sure. Actually, no, I'm good. Comes to hatchback too, so I kind of regret going with sedan. My brother liked drive mine. I never minded hatchbacks. My Mini was a hatchback, and my first car was an Accent, which did come in a hatchback version, but I didn't mind it. I think the hatchback helps with storage. Definitely gives you a little bit extra. Oh. Mazda CX-30. I've seen a bunch of great reviews on that car, I will say. Car and Driver has that as like a 10 out of 10. It was like their best subcompact SUV of 2023 or something like that. There's none on sale near me, but At least from a dealer that I would trust. My dad growing up had a Mazda, I can't remember what it was, but it was a sport model Mazda. It's like this cool, like kind of like I don't know what the color you'd call it, like kind of like a seafoam blue. That's actually a complete lie. I have no idea what I would call that green. Anyway, it was a cool green color, greenish blue, and it was really fun to drive. I took my driver's test in it. I learned how to drive in a Kia Spectra, a dog car, and then I took my test in a much more responsive and quick car, which did not work out well for me. Falcon Lime Green calls it the Snotmobile. At least not dark green. I think if it's the wrong color of dark green, definitely looks like the cartoon version of Snot, I will admit. My friend growing up had a dope Audi, and it was dyed this disgusting, like rotten yellow color. Literally, it looked like vomit. I never told him that, but I was like, dude, this car looks like literally like you just went bleh, and someone said, wait, capture that hex code. I need that for my next car. Emerald green? No, guys. Forest green is where it's at. That dark, kind of like deep green. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Put that right in my veins. I drive an R34 Skyline. Yeah, probably. Especially a midnight purple, a throwback, yeah. Mazda Protege? I don't think I've heard of that, to be honest, off the top of my head. Is that a sedan? Or is it like a coupe? There's not too many Mazdas around me, at least from what I can tell. There's probably a dealer. I live very close to a bunch of dealerships. I kind of want to call them and check what financing they are realistically could get me. I also don't know how much dealerships, since I haven't bought a car since, like at a dealership. My first ever car I negotiated myself. The one thing I'm never super familiar with is like when they finance you online or like give you their estimates, like how much is that based on actually checking what they can get you versus like they're just BSing you and giving you an estimate. Because ultimately I would love to get pre-financed and then be able to figure that out. I also don't know what other fees. One thing I have noticed about some dealerships though, you gotta be really careful with like, for example, Carvana. If you buy through them, they tell you, okay, you owe the sales price, the tax, and then the titling and licensing, which is almost always like $1,000 extra or whatever. But then a dealership comes up and they're like, here's your price. Oh, by the way, bare minimum, you have to pay like $1,000 for this, and then $2,500 for this, and then another $3,000 for this. And then, okay, your $16,000 car or whatever, it is now $24,000. And I'm like, I'm sorry? Like some dealerships will milk that price like crazy. It's actually like highway robbery, what dealerships try to get away with. So that's honestly why I kind of just want to skip a middleman and go to like something like Carvana. Just because in the past I sold my car to Carvana and they were very straightforward. They also have a cool feature where if you take it, I believe if you take it in for a repair within the first week and you find literally anything wrong with the engine or transmission or anything like that, you'll get free repairs for it. Have you driven a motorcycle? Absolutely not. One, I don't have a license, but I also I think it'd be cool to get licensed on a motorcycle and have one in the future. I'm not opposed to that, but I'm like, the statistics are pretty clear that if you drive a motorcycle, you are infinitely more likely to get into an accident. Like, it is insane the frequency with which you get into accidents if you're on a motorcycle. Because in a car, if you get tapped, it's like, oh no, a tiny bump. Whereas in a motorcycle, if you get tapped, you could die. Just because the sheer weight comparisons, you know? Oh. Actually, no, I mean, people done that. I also hate those videos, people in motorcycles. I mean, granted, people in cars too. Ooh. People in cars do that too. Honestly, I'm sorry. I just really thought you guys would actually chow this. I was super lost what stuff was doing there. We're top 5 cars to buy right now on budget. I'm not gonna lie, I live very close to a Carvana. I've just been shopping there because they have a pretty good selection and the prices are, I'd say they're probably like a 5% upcharge from where other places I've seen, but I also know that they're gonna give me like a pretty good financing rate on it. They also can guarantee my rate in advance, which is kind of cool. And also, from what I can tell, they're not charging me for anything else. Like, they're literally very upfront of like, if you pay this, this is your total with tax, and then with your fee for title and licensing and all that, it's this. I'm like, cool. Whereas in a dealership, they can't give me a price. They're kind of just like, oh yeah, it's a I'm like, what was that? Like, oh, it's gonna be what was that? One more time? Like, oh yeah, don't worry, it's this car is called a price. I'm like, I don't like how you can't just commit to telling me, yes, if you walked in tomorrow, this is what you're paying. I would say the main car is in my budget. I'm looking at a couple Hyundai Elantras that are like 2-3 years old. There's a 2025 that apparently is gonna come in for 21K, and I was like, it's got like 5,000 miles on it or something crazy like that. Nothing wrong with it. Literally just a person got it repossessed because they couldn't pay for it. That was 3 dots using an emoji. I don't know, Marco. Hyundai Elantra. There's a Hyundai Accent. It's kind of bare bones, like the lowest trim, like no features, from 2022. I was looking at a Hyundai Kona as well, but the reviews, pretty much everyone's, I don't know if it's a specific year, but almost everyone said at 60K the radiator fails or something. Like, it's like incredibly common. I don't know if it was like a recall or anything, but it was something that almost everyone on Reddit who was like, I was a Kona like owner, like, don't do it. I was like, oh. Oh no. I'd get a motorcycle? Well, I'm definitely not getting a motorcycle. I have to give visits. I gotta visit clients and whatnot. In that, I can't drive a motorcycle to visit clients as a sales guy. Oh, I was gonna cut, but that works too. Click. Bonk? Oh, I paused because I saw a teammate go for it. Oh, is that the way we lose? That could be interesting. Flick. Yes, stun, let's go! Wow, they threw that so hard. All right. Would you get a 1971 cat? Guys, I'm not buying a 70s car. I'm gonna be putting like real big boy miles on this car potentially as a sales guy. Like, I'm not. I work from home, so it's not like every day. I'm not gonna be putting like 30,000 miles a year on it, but I am probably gonna put somewhere between like 5 and 10K. So I'm like, I want this car to last. I'm not putting a super old freaking car through that. Honestly, even if I was someone who had a bunch of money growing up in the future, I would never buy multiple cars. I've never enjoyed that. I'm gonna cover Carl this Friday as well. Unfortunately, not always. Still, I have in my job. I'm getting slammed with work. I have so much to do. And I was gonna ask my boss because they tend to be pretty flexible in my hours from time to time, but I have so much to take care of that I literally couldn't swing it. I didn't want to ask. Try and stay in their good graces because technically I can be fired for no reason until the end of the month of August, so. But also, like, I'd be so behind in my workload if I took tomorrow off. Bang. Well, yeah, because your dad is decades and decades of money to save up. I'm a broke millennial. This is gonna be the first time in my entire life in which I can like net savings at the end of the year. So this is my like first car that I have to get. I'm not really in the mood to buy this car and then go insane. But he also has kids, which I'm assuming a lot of those miles are also paying for like bringing you guys places. It was a fun watch. Yeah, Bass, it was gonna be on. Haz is still doing prods. The broadcast gonna be sick. I don't know who the co is. I think they're figuring that out right now, but we'll see. Someone just posted about the talk goal that he scored last weekend. It's got 1.2K. Actually insane. How do you guys feel about BMWs? I think they look kind of nice, but the newer ones are going for this edgy look that I'm not a huge fan of. No double. It's 80 miles to work every day? Where does he work? In the middle of Narnia? Gotta put that thing through the freaking wardrobe? 80 miles to work? Screw that, dude. The max I ever drove for work was a 30-minute drive, but that was for like a summer job in which they were paying for, they paid me for no rent. I could live in the dorms in college over the summer. And they also paid for pretty much all my meals as well. But then the final like 4 weeks of the semester I had to drive in, so I had to commute for like a month. So that was kind of annoying, but ultimately like that wasn't also my car, you know? And that was maybe a 30-minute drive there and back. But yeah, I'm not driving 80 miles every day. Wait, hold on, is it 40 there, 40 back, or is it 80 one way? Knoxville to Chattanooga. Chattanooga, guys, you can't just make up town names, all right? Chattanooga's real? You're telling me a chat nougat that Tennessee? I don't know. I was trying to do, can you tell me a strip club that rhymes with that? But I was like, wait, what is A, what is B in that sentence? Also, Knoxville, guys, knock is spelled with a CK, not an X. So embarrassing, guys. Don't know how to spell words. Clearly, towns are always based off real words and not their own names. Also, while we're at it, Tennessee. Okay, at least make your states realistic. It's like people coming in here and saying, oh, I'm from Wyoming. Like, okay. I think I know if there's a state called Wyoming, you know? Wyoming is a government psyop. Come up. Stunt, luckily that's not in, and it's very easy save. And of course you don't make it. That's my bad. I tried to cut that because I thought they wouldn't play my immediate read. I thought they'd dive across. I didn't think Loom was gonna just plow right through the first one. Do you like peaches? I actually do not like peaches, and I'm kind of indifferent to mangoes as well. Okay, peaches and mangoes are kind of like tomatoes for me in that I don't like the actual fruit, but like any extract based off of it or like a drink with it or food with it tastes good. Like mango chutney or whatever, or like a smoothie, or you know, with a like red sauce, marinara sauce or something with like tomatoes. That stuff tastes good, but I don't want tomatoes on my sandwiches or burgers. I don't want peaches like in a fruit salad or something. It's a weird thing to describe. I don't know if anyone else relates to that. Like you like the byproduct of a food, but you don't actually like the food itself. "40-mile drives are kind of standard here." What? You're telling me in Texas people drive 40 miles away? That's preposterous. Why don't they just work from home like I do, he says. He says privilegedly. Peach cobbler, bruh? Nope, not for me. I've been on a lot of streams since March because my grandpa passed. Sorry to hear that, Marco. Tough time when that happens. I just feel a little weird when I hear about people's grandparents passing, because like I I just never have been close to my extended family, like my cousins and whatnot. I think it's just because I was so young that I've only seen them like so many times. So like obviously I know of them, but I don't like talk to them on the phone. I don't hang out with them at family functions because they live so far away. So like growing up, I just feel like I don't know them that well. And so when my grandparents have passed or my great grandparents have passed, it was never like a devastating thing. It was really just kind of like, oh, they're dead? Oh, well, sad. I'd be more sad that like my relatives were sad, you know? Like you see my dad and he's like crying. And I'm just like, huh. That stuff is hard. But like for me, I'm just like, I don't really have like as big of a connection. So it always kind of like reminds me like, oh, right, that's a little different here. Marco, thank you for the $9.99.
Let me help with the donation goal real quick.
Marco W. I was going off the ceiling until he dunked me, sad. Puts us almost at 20, guys, 1 cent away. Bad clear, but I just wanted to get it away. All right, we gotta buy time for our teammates to get back. Sure. Turn. OF drop when? Oh man. If you don't know, then you don't gotta know. That's for tier 3 subs on Twitch. Nope! Aww. Oh no! You hit it wide. I mean, I did too, but I was gonna back over there. Hey, how? We're doing all right. Just trying to carry ourselves back up to the promised land. 150 at a time. No 50 on that one, sad. If I get drop 10k in bits, if you drop 10k in bits, I will send you pictures of my feet. And everyone else who's ever donated 10k bits, pretty upset. That was just slow enough that I was not able to actually get anything with that. That's a rough one. I think if you're air dribbling and that guy's taking it to the outside, you gotta prevent that ball from being 50 too hard. Teammate went like directly at it. You gotta go slow into that. Can't get that. Sorry. Why take away combined chat? Because the app that I used to do that broke. So it wasn't actually showing the combined chat anymore. Oh my god, you're a GC3! Come on! What are you doing? Holy crap! That wasn't even close to a ceiling bounce, so that's not even an excuse. He just straight up missed that with 100 boost. Oh no. Also, Saxon, aren't you like a newer viewer? How did you know I even had combined chat? That was like months ago that thing broke. Yes, check out this insane goal that Talk scored the other day. This is gonna be horrible quality for some of you guys because it's being downshifted and compressed on all this. Yeah, I was casting this with Bass. This is a pretty insane goal. I have to turn on the... Yeah, check this out.
Or at least I thought so. Someone was on that side wall, but Ash gonna challenge that one, so opt for a bit of possession as we knock it around and over to Calm to try his luck in the air dribble department.
Oh, talk to you there. I see you pre-jumping. Oh my god! What did we say, dude?
That's so gross, dude. That's so gross. I genuinely don't even know how that went in. I think the only way that goes in is because you get top spin on the ball. Felix 100% is living that meme, the who want me, and it's 100% no on the poll. Not the revenge demo. Sorry, teammate, shouldn't have stolen that from you. That wasn't even a fake angle, you just whiffed! What was he doing? What is it? The only way that guy fakes it... That's bad. Bro literally said, if I spend 10,000 bits, can I get the merch? And then I told him yes, and then he just proceeds to not drop 1,000 bits. Bro, I hate these fake simps, you know? Man, you didn't touch that, dude. That's insane. Had to read the menu before I order? Boo. You guys ever go into a restaurant? Tell them to surprise you? I've always wanted to do that, but I'm always so scared they're gonna bring me something I actually hate, and then I'm like, oh, except for that. Or they give me like actual dog. Surprise me, and then they just give me like a plate full of hair. And I'm like, what? And they're like, you said surprise you. Are you surprised? That'll be 40 bucks. All right, good 50. Angles. Me and Tina don't even have 100 boost yet, or 100 points yet, because we're literally just getting these light, stupid touches in the midfield. God, I kind of wish you didn't touch that. He just straight up couldn't know, but... I was playing as 50, but I guess that works. Don't jump, Metro. Job, now go. Okay. That should be a very open aerial. One more, one more, one more. I ran a boost, no. Catch flick. He had the right idea there. I don't know why I assume the triple commit or the full party won't immediately fix those mistakes. Why did I pop that? Okay, we're good. Not the double commit, dude. Oh, the sham. 10K bits have a notification like other donos? I mean, it'll go off for sure. I have something to confess. You're 12 and you'll have a bank account. I play the trombone. Get out. Don't need you freaks in chat. Trombonists. I didn't expect that guy to hit it backwards. Div anyone? Bad. Div 2. Maybe Div 1. Very hard to win this rank. Feeling selling pics for bits? And? Buddy, if I got $100 for me to send someone a picture of my foot, what is the problem with that? You're really gonna tell me that's a bad hustle? That's an L? That's $100 that I have now. Oh, no, next. Not the approach I wanted. Bonk. Nice. That was on beat, by the way. At least on Twitch. I was just joking this girl about her OnlyFans being feet content. I mean, honestly, it's like the least exposed form of OnlyFans, I feel like. That is still like sexual in nature, but not in most people's realms of, I guess like anything could technically be pornographic, but like I feel like with stuff like that would be still within the realm of like acceptable for a lot of people. I think that's like not a bridge too far, you know? Hey, Numis. Just trying to get my rank back, as always. Kind of a work in progress sometimes. If YouTube crashed and yet, well, I mean, YouTube is not my full-time job, so I would not start an OnlyFans now. Oh. Nice. As a man who is not shooting porn, who would like to start an OnlyFans, that's like a guy starting a stream on Twitch and being like, I'm gonna try to use sex appeal to appeal to the market share of viewers on this website. Like, buddy, Twitch is like 75% men. You really think that, like heterosexual men, you really think like you trying to have sex appeal on a stream is going to draw more men into your stream? Like, nah. Man. I mean, there are men who use an OnlyFans, but ultimately they have to like have scene partners, you know? Again, like I said. I think if you wanted to like, you know, thirst trap or whatever as a dude, you should go like an Instagram if you're super attractive or whatever, you know? That would be the mechanism. How are you ready for that freaking miss? No, I was gonna back pass that, but I was too busy looking at stuck. That works. Okay, it is. I got Jack Doherty vibes. I don't think you even have ever watched Jack Doherty if you get that vibe. Isn't that guy like a professional douchebag? Every video I've ever seen of Jack Doherty is against my will and also entirely just him getting owned by someone. I think he's got a humiliation fetish. It's just him acting like a D-bag and then someone tells him you are a D-bag and then it gets 100,000 likes on Twitter. It's like every single post I've ever seen about Jack Doherty. Super Jack Colt? Right, thank you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, I don't know if he's actually like a cool dude on stream or like a chill streamer. I'm assuming he's not. I'm assuming he's probably a massive a-hole all the time. But, yeah. Competition is the most profitable thing. I mean, honestly, there's a lot of money to be had in just being insufferable. Weirdly enough. He's an OnlyFans? What? Isn't he like a child? Also, that's probably just like a joke. He probably just posts like pictures of his life. He just uses it like a private Instagram to make money, I almost guarantee it. Wait, really? His dad owns the website? That's actually kind of wild. So he's a trust fund kid. God, love people with generational wealth. Decent amount of way to make money. mean, getting paid money to promote people is a great way to make money. Especially if people are desperate to get the word out. It's really like a marketing, it's like a marketing price. Promo is a hell of a thing to raise money on. I don't know, like, there's like a medium ground of fame that I feel like would be fun to have. But I think it'd be incredibly insufferable to like be a super famous streamer. I've never enjoyed the idea of that. Like if you're so well known that literally anywhere you go, people are gonna be like, oh my god, what? Like, you know, like, no, leave me alone. Hey, Dog, what's up? Hello, Milkman. Oh, not much. Just trying to get back into the swing of things. We actually are pretty well rested today, so get our games. Whoa, hello. JG, whoa, thank you for the crazy complex message for 10.
Oh baby. It's time for this little British robot voice boy to talk some gibberish. Who I go talking gibberish again. More. I have opened the portal.
Damn. So much lore with Brian. You look well rested right now. You sound well rested, the Milkman. Whoa, 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 frames. Whoa, frames. Whoa, what the? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hello, hello. What's going on? Oh, my frames are all over the place right now. What the heck? All right, my GPU decided enough is enough. He's done. It's seen enough. What the heck? All right, that'll have to do. Still kind of framey. All right, unfortunately, you're gonna have to deal with this. I don't know what happened to my frames, but my GPU just decided to explode, so. So I don't know, $1 It's so agonizing and close to the goal, and yet it will never reach. Never! You also can't donate exactly 1 cent. I don't think you can donate less than $1. Ah. Got a little too far on that one. Bang? Bang, nice. Digital earthquake? I don't know. I'm not dropping any frames. I think my frickin' GPU literally just hit a hitch or something. It's just NVIDIA. I haven't updated their next thing, and then they're probably just like, well, to punish you, we're gonna launch your card into obsolescence mode. Saxophone, thank you for the, wait a minute. I don't know how that went in. Thank you for the 3-month remembering. Hello, Dakota Vaughn. My guy, much love. Much love sent your way as well, Dakota. Man, playing on borderless is pretty butt, I'm not gonna lie. I can feel the input delay just a little bit. Wow, hate that. Really thought he would get a smarter touch than that, and he kind of just threw it away. Also, shout out, stuck in time though. I was positioned to move forward, he just kind of threw it away. I was like, oh, whoops. Bad play there. What's the rank? Yeah, we're pretty low. It's like GC2. I think we're like 1630 right now. So we lost like 100 MMR the past couple streams trying to play on low sleep after work, which is not the move, turns out. So. No, I hesitated for a half second. All right, I predicted the pass. Of course, they knocked me on that redirect. That works. That's a giveaway. Go. What does it say? So necessary? Well, I mean, it's just objectively worse than full screen for input delay and frames. Like I can like my game. Well, I also like have my RAM set up in a specific way that really only maximizes performance when it's on full screen. So that's part of the reason why I can just. It just feels really off right now. I'm sure on stream it probably looks fine in like 60 FPS or whatever, but. Oh, he missed it. All right. Early wake-up call, so I'll bid good night. Good night, Hugh Jass. Hope your day was both Jass and Hugh. Bonk. I was trying to slot that one, to be honest. I'm just gonna rush this. I was about to say, I'm like, he's either gonna have to chuck it up or away. Either way. Is age check a little late? What do you mean? Oh, I'm sorry, Stuck. I was actually trying to play it in front of you, but then I realized I was not positioned for that. Oh, he missed. Nice bump, kiddies. Let's go. Oh, good. Kiddies, chow, 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 chow. Nice. Just get some boost. No. Oh, wait, we're still losing. Wait, we're losing by 2? I could have sworn we were tied. That's really funny. All right, that's pretty pathetic. Hello, Evie. Just here to get a cupcake, officer? Hands behind your back. You're going to jail. Unacceptable. When's the last time you guys have had a cupcake? I just thought about that. It's not really something I buy, like, at all. I feel like I'm getting baked goods, I get like a donut. Maybe like a brownie. No, I didn't realize how open that was. Let's go, it's Friday tomorrow. Source? Calculated! All right. Last time I had cupcakes was a birthday party. Do you guys ever have those teachers who, if you ever brought a food to a classroom, they said if you brought some, you better have enough to share with everybody, and you had to like give some to other people? You guys ever have that? You guys ever have that happen? Just my teachers? I always thought that was nonsense. I'm like, listen, if their parents love them enough, then they would get their own food. There was a pizza shop in my hometown that you could walk to from high school, and when I started having a little pocket money, I would spend it. They had this thing for $8. You could buy, basically, it was like a cinnamon bun, but made in a stick form. Basically, they would make a pizza-sized cinnamon roll, and they would cut it into little sticks. So they would just go and cut it in half. Bro, I ordered that every once in a while when I was wanted to jazz things up by some of my friends or something. And my God, dude, I would walk into the class with that. We'd be eating it. And the teacher's like, you better share with everybody. I'm like, do the math. There's 12 slices here and there's 24 people. I'm not doing that. She's like, well, then you're not allowed to buy that and eat it here. I'm like, screw you. Someone told me that in the cafeteria. They're like, if you're gonna bring outside food in here, you need to share. I'm like, why? I'm 17 years old. I'm sharing. They can go get it themselves. They have part-time jobs. And even if they don't, some of those kids definitely had 2 doctors for parents. They have the money to spare. No. Okay, we're good. But yeah, that pizza thing was delicious. It tastes exactly like cinnamon bun, but yeah, it was just like little, it was like a French toast stick type thing, but slightly thicker and a cinnamon bun instead. Man, if I could shoot on target or at least focus on the third guy so I know just how open it is, this game would be like 3-1 by now. No, I can't get the quad touch. That's lame. Oh, what? Whoa, I jumped over that? Hello? No! I ran out of boost halfway through that, sad. I started cutting across and I was like, wait, why am I not accelerating? I got fried ice cream from my friend who works at Dairy Queen. You gotta work those connections, those food connections with your buds. Honestly, I wouldn't want to be tempted like that. There's a place around here, Lane's Chicken, that I love. It's better than Cane's is my hot take. And if I had a viewer that worked there and I was literally just like, dude, if I ever walked into that Lane's and they were working in it or something, well, they didn't work in that specific location, but they worked at a Lane's. And I was like, bro, if I had a viewer and they recognized me and they were a fan of my stuff and they gave me free lanes, I would be so fat. You would have no idea, guys. Like, I genuinely can't even imagine what that life would be like if I could get free lanes. Because it's not super expensive, but it's like for a 5-piece meal with Texas toast, fries, 2 dips, and a drink, it's like 15 bucks. So it's like, you know, it's saving a decent amount of money. Also, though, if you're not careful, it'll ruin your day. Because you can eat it, and then it's just so much carbs in one go. That's actually really funny. We demoed them, and then you still let it go in. Well, kind of awkward one. We're giving up, frankly, kind of hilarious goals here. Poor Don got demoed, though, but I don't know why both of us are up. Even more painful that I had 2 open nets and I missed. I like the idea there, Don. I know what you're going for. Grab some pads. Yeah, okay. If we're not gonna jump for balls, then what's the point? How long have you been streaming? Do you mean like in total? I think first ever stream was on Twitch. And I was Twitch only in 2018. And then YouTube I started streaming, I want to say like 2022, and then I started taking it like actually seriously in 2023. I'm failing the crap out of my bio, but bio is just memory, dude. Make flashcards. P is stored in the balls. See, you're learning in chat. Also, hold on, chat. Let me reboot Rocket League just because I'm... Oh. My frames are still glagging, which is lagging, but the Dutch version. Yeah, let me just reboot the Rocket League real quick, just because I genuinely have no idea what the frick happened to my GPU. Like suddenly all my frames just went and I'm like, okay. Got like a 58, but when she puts the grades in from today, I think I'll be all right. Oh, that's okay. Show about fresh mechs in Texas. Too much of that. You got to go to a white ass state and make something like that, you know? Like you got to go to the whitest state you can think of and open up like a banger like Mexican place. Honestly, I gotta say, in my experience, Utah, if they opened up like a legit Mexican place down there, that would do Avengers Endgame numbers of sales, I swear. Like, it was actually wild. It was actually wild, like, watching my sister live in, she used to live in southern Utah. And, well, I guess it's not as Salt Lake City. I'm sure Salt Lake City has more culture, but she lived in Hurricane, and it was, I gotta say, the only Mexican shop there. No seasonings, no salt in anything. Like, everything was bland. Even the cheese tasted like wrong, like it was made in a lab or something. I was just like, what is going on? Like, you guys aren't living on like a reservation. It's not like you guys can't get fresh food. Like, you have deliveries, you have grocery stores, you have a butcher's. So like, what is this? I'm just like, dude, if they just had a single restaurant that produced authentic, like a taqueria, like, I'm talking billions of dollars in revenue. Because those frickin' Mormons, they have absolutely no seasoning on those Tex-Mex places. Is seasoning a sin now? I haven't kept up with LDS. Lobo, buddy, you hit it to the one place those defenders. He said, my bad. I think you realized we had a cool play going there. Chili without chilies, that too. Just everything that you can imagine is good about Mexican food was taken out. I don't know how they did it. It was honestly like, you guys know, have you guys ever watched the first X-Men movie? Like back in like the early 2000s? And you know how Rogue would like touch someone and then their life force would be sucked out? It was like they did that with all their food. Like, everything that made that food good and lively and fun and tasty was just like, oh God, oh no, the flavor, and then it just disappeared. It was like that. That's what it felt like eating there. Lol. My work isn't bad, trying to shower for 4 hours. I'm decided to dye their hair and dinner today. That's fun. I'm sorry about that. I was LDS, and let's be honest, it's all a sin. Oh, really? That's really funny, Marcus. I didn't see that. Yeah, you were also like, take it to Utah. You're LDS, everything is a sin. Is it? Okay, no, but I'm being dead ass. Like, is there something about seasoning? Because I gotta say, all the places I went to that were like kind of Tex-Mex or something requiring a lot of seasoning, it felt like there was nothing in it. I was just so confused. Like, I understand like the alcohol, I understand drugs and all that, but I'm just like, seasoning? Like, ah. I tried to bounce that a little harder, but I played that well. We're gonna bounce that. Oh man, I wanted that more down so I could double it. Oh my God, Aaron, I did not think you'd miss that. I'm so sorry, Aaron. You turned right at it, and then right as you went to her, you went, nope. And that completely ruined my brain. I was like, wait, hold on. Oh, wait, Scarred Oak, I remember you. I remember you. I'm gonna get top 3, mark my words, bro. You gotta get on your grind. Your Sigma male grind set, Sax. No! Bro, that could've been fun. No! Aaron! Not you being at the center of both of our goals. You see me in ranked? I recognize the name a lot. I might have seen you in ranked, I don't know. I feel like I've seen you in chats. Calls on Taka, I just didn't have the takeoff angle. I was rushing back too far. If I had like 20 more boost, I could have just pre-jumped that and it would have been fine. Aaron, you're making me want to poop my pants here. It's scaring me. Probably gonna stay on that. Lobo is chasing me, so I'm like, I think he wants that for himself, I guess. Here comes Chen, I know you want to dribble that. Oh, you actually had the foresight to delay that? Damn, these guys are actually playing like competently and not like horrible GC1s. That's what places, instead of fries and bags, I do like actually everything. They make me do the heavy lifting, deliveries, and kick homeless people out of the restroom. Oh, that's fun. Don't we love it when employees are disproportionately affected by duties and yet paid probably very similar to each other? Hey, Matt, without you, this place couldn't actually live and survive. Anyway, you're gonna get a 15-cent raise. You really mean it, boss? That was something my buddy got. He worked at a small-town business. And they literally told him, like, without you, I don't think this business would have survived, so we're giving him a raise. And then they literally gave him, like, a 30-cent raise. And the dude kind of just looked at him and he's like, really? Like, that's it? Like, I'm not saying, like, it's not welcome, but I'm just like, really? Like, you're gonna hype me up as, like, you are the single reason we're able to stay in business. You are so important to us. We want to make sure you're valued. Anyway, here's 30 cents. A whole $2.40 extra a day? Ooh. I don't know, I was gonna riot. Who the heck was it in here the other day? I think it was Salah, who was like, yeah, I'm gonna work in my dad's company and he's gonna pay me $5 an hour or something. And I was just like, no. I guess selling game modes. I maybe could have achieved something like that if I really locked in when I was doing this full time. Now we're a working man now. We are tired as hell. We're slumming it in GC2 right now. We're just trying to get back to GC3, but my God, it is so hard to even get 1703s. Every game is against a full party like that. And your teammates are people who I don't actually know if their eyes are open the whole game. So, yeah. Donuts give XP? On YouTube they do. That's probably the best way to get XP is donate. I remember someone, random user came in and donated $500 and then he was #1 for the rest of the stream because no one could even get close. And I've coached a lot of people before. I mean, I would actually love to get ones coaching one day because I don't play it enough. But part of it is also just like my issue is not necessarily, my issue is with consistency now because I've been not getting good sleep. So trying to like stream and play on hours is not fun. Congrats on ones though, that's lit. If you're top 650, I'm guessing you're what, like 1,500 or 1,400? Nah, it's probably higher than that by now. If I spammed, I get a lot of XP. If you spammed a lot, you would get big timed out. Yeah, part of my issue also with this rank though is like a lot of these aerials, I'm like waiting for someone else to go for it, and then they all kind of like wait, and then I go, and then it's double, and it's like, wait, hold on. I missed GC3. Also, sorry, that's on me. I was not thinking. Was there not someone on near post? Okay, I saw Madliff. I thought he was on backboard already, so I was like, oh, it's okay, he's got it. I did not realize he was flying off the wall. All right, I'm not paying attention. Let's lock in. 1375, really? 1375 is that? The top 100 is still that low in ones? Like, I would have sworn it would be way higher. Maybe the top 100 is just like extra top heavy. Do you care much about age? I mean, what? Yeah, this is not worth it. We're playing guys pre-jumping each other. I don't think Madliv has touched the ball yet. What do you mean by age? Like how old you are and whatnot? I mean, I'm not really interested in doing coaching right now, but like in the future, that's something that that'd be like kind of a fun thing to do. Even if just for content, it's just like someone to walk me through ones. But yeah, it's kind of hard to like, I'm not even close to like where I'm in my prime lately, so I need to get back in my rhythm, if anything. We're both definitely playing very sloppy lately, but it's also because the longer you play in lower ranks, especially solo queue, it kind of forces you to make bad habits. I'm rotating very wide and just making sure I always have boosts because you kind of always have to clean stuff up for people. Of course you don't touch that. Sad. Bonk. Bonk. You gotta... You're 15? I'm literally double your age, Scar. Alright, we're gonna wave dash that. Play the bump. Oh, well. He shot that pretty wide anyway. Dude. I'm pretty sloppy right now. Can you give me a shot to hit? 360 no scope, ladder stall, YY. All right, we're coming to the end of stream, chat. I'm getting a little burnout. I can't focus on like anything right now. This old man's got to get to bed soon. Unless we peak. Oh my god! Wait, buddy. The changeup honestly probably maximizes his chances of going that going in. Give me a shot to it. Musty it into a reset, and then musty it again off the backboard to double. You got a Discord? Indeed. Give me a shot, but hit, but a gold. How about let's talk about jump off the air and hit the ball in the air. Oh man, Rev, you were very slow on that. Bro, the day society will be healed is when I can rely on teammates to dime me on the backboard for a redirect. Oh, I didn't realize Rev was that far back. I thought he was jumping at me, not up. It's okay, teammate. Oh, please keep topping that. Okay. Yeah, the last time I actually tried in ones, I was able to get to like low GC3, and then I inevitably ran into a wall. Honestly, my kickoffs definitely are a huge issue, but it's also just 50 timing and whatnot. That kills you as well. Ooh, hit it all the left. That would have been fun. Nice. Don't. Thank you. I was really afraid he was gonna get like the light touch or whatever. We're gonna take that off. That was a little cocky. I was like, I'm gonna hit that off ceiling and go from there. I like the pass there, but I did not want to dive his third until I knew that I had someone back. Because I was like, all it takes is Rev turning and predicting that pass and then clearing it right past me into an open net. Damn, dude. All right, good to see Scardoke. Again, I'm probably not gonna do anything right now, but I'd be interested in like getting people's perspectives in the future. Ooh. Oh, never mind, it's Jover. It's Jover. Mad Life is not going to jump for that. Oh, he is. Okay, cool. Scare me. He was pausing a lot. Soft touch? Nice. Oh, thought I had it. Gonna get that near post. Have fun when I'm doing it? Well, no, but I mean, like, even if it wasn't, like, I didn't want to, like, I don't believe in doing coaching when you're not, like, at a good place. And for me, I'm, like, definitely trying to regain my consistency and, more importantly, my sleep schedule. So definitely not even close, playing close to, like, a decent place. My YouTube would be way better if I was actually able to peak. Because on those nights where I'm like playing nice, I'm hitting clips like every other game. Getting like a good 80% win percentage. Getting back in 1800, get back to SSL. I'm determined to be like one of the only 30-year-olds that can actually play at SSL again. Oh, there's no way you just left that! Oh my god, is he lagging out? Ooh. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think he advanced that fast. Dude, I was trying to bump him. Bro, this is the stupidest game. The fact that Mad Love actually drove past that first one actually made me almost scream. Oh. It's not mentality, dude. It's like literally like I'm working a full-time job while trying to stream on the nights. I don't have a good sleep schedule. That's really it. All right, this should be game. God, I'm such a bot, dude. Stop going for double. I'm acting like I haven't like missed every single mechanical goal I've gone for today. Like, why am I trying to hard carry this when all I need to do is just beat the like, score that one time that, or that one of those 7 times they're overcommitting. If we lose this chat, I'm gonna get off because this is definitely should have been a win by now. Oh yeah. All right, good night. That's a shame. Anyway, good night, everybody. Thanks for the subs, and I'll catch you later.